Hi there, it's Karen, founder of i.am Academy, and I like to do these little weekly videos where I jump on, say hi, introduce myself to any new people that have joined the i.am Academy Facebook group, and also share a little bit of something that I've learned during the week. So what I want to share with you today is about comparing ourselves to others. And it's hilarious. We have this very natural space in which we compare ourselves to others, and this competitive space, and it makes complete sense because we're taught it at school. We're taught it to compete with everyone else in the class. We're taught to compare ourselves. The teacher compares us. If you've got siblings, you've probably had the comparison there. If you've got cousins, you've probably had the comparison there. It's something that we're taught very early on, and I think for a lot of adults, they forget that even the smallest child is absorbing the lessons and the meanings and creating their own meanings in their own feelings and thoughts with everything that they hear. So I don't think anyone, parents, teachers, I don't think the goal is to teach us to compare and to compete. I think it's simply the goal is for us to be our best versions, and that's freaking phenomenal. Where it breaks down, though, is that we lose ourselves in building these beliefs and these filters around comparing and competing. We're taught, we learn that we need to be better. We learn that we need to look better than that person, act better than that person, be better than that person. And I wonder if it's time to start realizing that it's not about being better than anyone. It's simply about growing ourselves. I think a lot of people see So I think for comparison, what you're really doing is, or what we're really doing, because I do it as well, I've learnt to, is we compare externally. So we see somebody else having their journey, doing whatever they're doing, achieving or not. And we judge that based on the filters and everything that we've learnt, and then we compare ourselves to it. So I've had a lot of people say, oh, you're doing so well, and you this and that, and love seeing what you're doing, but they only see the surface. They're only comparing to that. Now, I want to share with you a couple of things that I recommend that you do to start dropping this whole thing of comparison, because seriously, comparison's just going to keep you in a place of distance from yourself and everything that you should be doing and need to be for you. So the first thing I would suggest is, it's easy to say stop comparing, but here's the thing. Think about, and I think this is really interesting, think about what other people are comparing themselves with you about. What is it that you excel in that people are comparing themselves about? And you might think nothing, but I can tell you right now, there's someone out there that's looking at you thinking, wow, she's doing well, he's doing well, that's thinking, I'm sure I could do that if I had what they had. How crap's that, right? So think about where other people are comparing themselves to you. Also, I recommend taking a bit of a step back and looking at what you actually are good in. What do you excel in? What do you know? Because here's the thing. Even conjoined twins have different personalities based on the different meanings that they've given the seemingly same situation. None of us ever can have the same thought processes. So all of us are approaching everything with a different set of filters and a different set of beliefs. So step back, look at yourself for a moment, and look at what you're doing really well at. Yeah? Because it's not about comparing yourself to someone else. It's not about competing to be better than them. It's simply about your own growth. And this next one this is the biggest thing. Stop comparing your skills now to someone that has 30 years of experience, right? So what I mean by that is, for example, with i.am Academy, we're the driving school for riders. So with writers coming in thinking that they should just be able to produce a book without knowing the steps, and so they get frustrated that they can't just, before they come into the program, that they can't just sit down and write a book because they actually don't know all the steps yet. And this is like anything, absolutely anything. You don't know what you don't know. So what we often do is we compare the outcome. We don't compare the journey. And isn't it all about the journey? Because the outcome is momentary. It's fading. It's a second. But the journey is what remains. So it's really interesting that what we're comparing is the outcome rather than the journey. So consider that as well. So I'm going to leave you with those thoughts today. Thank you for joining me, and I'm sure that you'll have a ball in i.am Academy. Now, if you are someone who's looking to become a writer as part of the Right Now program, go over and join the Right Now Community Hub. Also, we've got our 90-day challenge starting very soon, where we'll take you from no idea to published author, give you the steps to write a book in 90 days from an author. Oh gosh, how many books have I published now? Like 9, 10. So if you're interested in that, jump on the hub, more information there. Go to the website, iamacademy.com.au, rock forth. This is Karen, i.am Academy. Have a great day. See yous. Rock forth with awesomeness.